Welcome to 17 News, your quick update on everything happening with the group. And before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the latest 17 news and updates. Starting with group activities, the members recently traveled to Japan to officially begin preparations and rehearsals for their 2026 fan meeting events. During their airport arrival, Joshua noticed support advertisements and banners sent by fans and sweetly took time to acknowledge and thank Carrots for them. The first fan meeting dates took place on the 12th and 13th, and these shows were exclusively broadcast in movie theaters across Japan. Because of this, Japanese Carrots helped share clips and moments online so international fans could still experience parts of the event as well. During the fan meeting, the group performed both older and newer songs, including the very first live performance of Tiny Light. And of course, they also included chaotic game sections that have basically become a signature part of this fan meeting. Many fans always joke that watching these feels like watching a live episode of Going 17. Across the 2 days, the event attracted a crowd of over 100,000 attendees, which is incredible considering this isn't even a full concert tour, but simply a fan meeting being held inside a dome venue. The members also shared emotional messages during their ending speeches, offering encouragement both to Carrots and to each other as they prepare for this new chapter ahead, where more members will begin their military enlistment period, and group activities will naturally slow down for some time. But until then, there's still so much left for fans to enjoy together. The remaining fan meeting dates on the 23rd and 24th will still take place in Japan, and these shows will officially be streamed globally through Weverse, so Carrots around the world can watch together live. And after that, we still have Carrotland in Korea happening on June 20th and 21st. Pledis also released an official notice for fans attending the event, warning everyone to be careful with their belongings because special water effects will be used during the performances. Many fans immediately assumed this could mean the return of the iconic water stages and effects the group used during older tours and concerts. All tickets for Carrotland sold out completely during pre-sale, once again proving just how massive the demand still is. The event will also be streamed globally through Weverse, so international fans won't miss out either. Even with the enlistment era slowly approaching, there are still many important memories and celebrations ahead for both the members and Carrots together. And finally, the group along with all of their members, units and subunits, are officially verified on Spotify as artists whose music is not AI generated. The badge recognizes authentic artists with consistent listener activity. Now moving into the individual member updates. Joshua has officially been confirmed as part of the lineup for Anderson .Paak's upcoming K-Pops album. He'll be featured on the track One More Dance alongside Corbin Besson. This week, the members of TWICE appeared as guests on Seungkwan's show, and TWICE teen content continues to be one of the fandom's favorite friendships to watch. As expected, many clips from the episode quickly went viral across social media because the episode included so many funny behind-the-scenes stories and sincere conversations about the friendship between both groups over the years. One moment that received a lot of attention online was when the TWICE members did Seungkwan's makeup during the episode. Many people praised how comfortable and natural the atmosphere felt, with fans specifically complimenting Seungkwan for always making female idols feel relaxed around him and saying he doesn't have that fragile masculinity. Seungkwan also sincerely congratulated the group for their recent historic achievement of performing at Japan's National Stadium, officially breaking the attendance record previously held by 17. The girls even expressed hope that the boys will someday get the opportunity to perform there as well. They also revealed that they frequently watch 17 content because they find it so funny, and many TWICE's fans admitted they do the same, even if they don't fully follow the group or their music. A lot of fans mentioned that Going 17 has become the kind of content anyone can enjoy, regardless of fandom, simply because of how entertaining it is. And if you'd like to learn more about the relationship and history between TWICE and 17, we actually dedicated an entire section to it in episode 3 of our documentary series here on the channel. As usual, all the links to the videos mentioned in today's episode will be available in the description below. And speaking of Seungkwan, another emotional moment happened this week as his older sister officially got married. Almost all the members attended the ceremony, except for Hoshi and Woozi, who unfortunately couldn't attend due to military service. Several clips from the wedding quickly went viral online, especially because Seungkwan and his other sister performed a special song together for the bride during the ceremony. Fans also noticed that multiple 17 songs were used throughout the wedding itself, and once again brought up how naturally warm and comfortable he seems around women and female friendships in general, saying that it makes perfect sense considering he basically grew up surrounded by loving older sisters. Vernon recently appeared in a special segment of a program hosted by famous Korean film critic Lee Dongjin. The program has become popular among movie fans in Korea through strong word-of-mouth recommendations, and during Vernon's episode, they discussed one of the most anticipated upcoming films in the industry right now, Michael, the upcoming biographical movie about Michael Jackson. It's been really interesting watching Vernon continue connecting more and more with film-related projects lately, especially considering how openly passionate he's always been about cinema and storytelling. And longtime fans especially love this moment because Vernon was actually once nicknamed Mini Dongjin by fans due to how seriously and thoughtfully he talks about movies and film criticism. So seeing him now appear alongside one of Korea's most respected film critics honestly felt very full circle. And finally, moving on to Dino, the second episode of Bonjour Bakery has officially been released on Viki, and one of the biggest talking points from the show continues to be just how much the cast absolutely adores him. Even after knowing him for such a short time, many cast members kept describing him as incredibly hardworking, sweet, polite, and genuinely lovable. Another moment that went viral was when a group of children met him during the show and recognized him, even naming 17 songs on the spot. While the group's popularity is obviously still huge, it's very common for younger generations to mostly know newer K-pop groups instead. So moments like this, once again, reminded fans that they've become one of those rare generational groups whose music and influence continue reaching younger audiences as well. Now, if you watched previous episodes of this new series, you probably remember that fans had already been spotting him filming mysterious content around Seoul for several weeks. Because of that, many people started theorizing that maybe a solo debut announcement was coming soon. The official news finally arrived, but it's not Dino's solo debut, and it's not a new subunit either. It is officially the debut of Picheolin. The legendary alter ego character from Going 17, personally played by Dino himself, is now becoming a real artist project. A full conceptual teaser video was released for the announcement, and honestly, it was one of the funniest things ever. Once again, they somehow managed to turn an inside joke into a real career project, which honestly feels very on brand for this group considering BSS basically started the exact same way. Picheolin will officially debut with a mini album on August 3rd, and fans are almost completely convinced the project will be fully trot-inspired. And on top of that, Cosmopolitan also released teasers for Dino's upcoming photo shoot and magazine covers. Unfortunately, this exciting news quickly became overshadowed by controversy inside the fandom itself. Some fans, and honestly many people argued they don't even deserve to be called fans after this, began expressing disappointment because they wanted Dino's final major project before enlistment to be something centered around Dino himself, rather than one of his comedy characters. At first, these complaints only came from a very small part of the fandom, but the situation escalated dramatically after one of Dino's largest Korean fan sites suddenly went on what many fans described as a full existential crisis on Twitter, openly expressing anger toward the project and encouraging more people to join their complaints. The fan site eventually began organizing donation funds to send protest trucks to the HYBE building in opposition to the Picheolin debut. As the days passed, more people started continuously demanding that both Dino and the company stop the project entirely, simply because they personally disliked the idea. As expected, the rest of the fandom became furious over the situation. Many fans pointed out how disrespectful it felt not only toward Dino himself, but also toward all the staff and creators who have clearly been working hard on this project for months. People also reminded others that anyone who truly supports him should already know how much he genuinely loves performing as Picheolin, and how often he has talked about enjoying this character throughout the years. Things became even more uncomfortable after fans discovered that the same person organizing these protests had also proudly shared plans to attend Carrotland. But what truly shocked people was another post she made, where she revealed that she had recently encountered Dino in Japan during his private time and approached him for an autograph. In her own post, she described how Dino kindly signed for her, remembered her Twitter username. The interaction immediately caused massive backlash online. Many fans pointed out how strange it was that she allegedly randomly encountered Dino during his personal time in a huge country like Japan, especially while simultaneously leading protests against a project he personally loves. Others were especially disturbed by the fact that she seemed offended Dino didn't remember her real name despite everything she has recently been saying and organizing against him. And the situation became even more big after a recent interview revealed that Dino has actually been personally planning the Picheolin debut for around 6 months, because it's something he genuinely wanted to create and have creative control over himself. So for many fans, this stopped feeling like constructive criticism and instead started feeling deeply personal and unnecessarily cruel toward a project that clearly means a lot to him. We want to know what you think about the situation, so let us know your thoughts down in the comments, because this entire situation has sparked a huge debate across the fandom this week. And that's all for today's video. If you'd like to support the channel, you can find the Ko-Fi and PayPal links in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next 17 News.